This is a complete dynamic payroll management web application where you can manage your complete payroll related operations. Like you can manage your employees' attendance, their salary structure for each employee, as well as you can print the pay slips for your employees and process the payroll each month automatically. We have added a lot of configuration settings like you can manage the shift, tax rules, exemption rules, and the overtime rules, each and everything. You can define it as per your own business need. Also, we have implemented the loan and advances sections where you can keep tracking of the loans and advances but your employees taken from you. And the most best feature of this application is that you can define it as per your own business needs. Let's take example in your employee sections, you want a one more column because your business demand them. Before that, you need to go to your app script editor and update the coding here, and you made the mistakes. We solve this problem. We just simply go to the settings sections. In the settings section, you will see a column manager. I just simply hit this column manager and hit this add column button. You will see a button add column. Just simply press it here, select module, in which module you want to add a one more column. So I want to add a one more column in the employees. I just simply select it from here. Then I just simply give them the field key name, and there is a display label. I just simply add them here, the display label name, the field type text, number, date, drop down, yes or no, and long text. Whatever suits to you, you can define it. I just simply select it here, text. Is it required? You can enable it. If it is not required, you can disable it. Is that field will be visible directly in your data table? Yes. So is it visible to your different kind of roles? Because in this application, we have the multiple roles like super admin, admin, HR manager, accountant, manager, and employee. If I want that my employee, manager, accountant, HR manager, admin, and super admin can able to see this new column, I just simply enable it from here and hit this save button. So once I hit this save button, so that information will be saved in my Google Sheets because the Google Sheet we use as a database. So you can see we have successfully added a one more column in the employee module. The field key is Rameez and the label is Rameez. Let's go back to our employee sections and check it out. Is it really added in our data table or not? So you can see it is actually added and you can use it for your business. So let's start the video. I will explain you each and everything how this system will work and what are the feature and functionalities we have implemented in this system. So first of all, right now I am logging as a super admin, and how you can get your login credentials or just simply see it here. There is a login page. Just go to your Google Sheet. In the users tab, you will see in B column the username and in D column the password. I just simply copy the username and password from here and hit here. I just simply fill up the information and hit this login button. So once I hit this login button, it will be redirected me to the dashboard. You can also forget the password and create a new account. So you can see I can see my data instantly and it takes not too much time. So there is a notification section where you can see the complete notification of the system. Also, you can apply the filters as per your own business needs, as per your own needs. If you want to see the dashboard for the January 2026, you can use it. And if you want that, if you want to dashboard for the month of the March, April, you can simply select it from the drop down and that dashboard will be changed to that particular month. Now let's move to the employee sections. In the employee sections, first of all, you need to register a employee. And if you are going to shift from your different system to this system, you can directly import the CSV. And how you can do that? Firstly, you need to download this template, open this template in your Excel file, fill up the information manually, and then simply hit this import CSV button and then simply click on this open. So it is right now importing one rows. So you can see the one row is imported and it's successfully displayed in your data table. So if you in your Google Sheet, in your Excel sheet have the duplicate data, it will reject them, only take the unique data. So there is a add employee button, just simply hit this add employee and fill up the information. And once you fill up the information, you can see this is a employee 002 and employee 2 and fill up the complete informations like the employment type, contract, or the provision, entrant, part-time, the PAN number, date of living, department designations, date of birth, bank name, each and everything what a employee in your company need, all the fields we have added here, and hit this save button. So once you hit this save button, that data will be saved in your Google Sheets and will be displayed in your data table as well. So you can see right now we have successfully added our employee 002 and there is the information. Right now this status is inactive. And if you want to check out the information about this employee, just simply hit this view icon button from your setting and there is a 360-degree view like their employee overview, salary. Let me choose another one where the informations actually have. I just simply select this employee, the employee 6, and you can see there is a complete 360-degree view will be loaded. Once the view will be loaded, you can see there is a last net pay and the complete profile information on the right side, and there is a salary what they have taken, the recurring and the pay slips they have right now. And right now we have paid the April, Feb, March, January. These are the salaries we have settled with our employees. But this is not settled right now. We just simply hit this pay now button and fill up the information about what is the payment reference number, transaction number, the bank transfer, and simply hit this pay now button. So it means that salary will be paid to this employee successfully. There is a leave options. You can see the balances and history. There is a complete attendance history, the loan and claims by this employee, the documents for this employee. If I want to add a upload document, I just simply upload the document from here, and there is a one text settings for this employee. So this is the thing. You can see it here in the employee sections. We have almost the complete system access within this single tab. Now let's move to the and other sections and check out what actually happens there. This is a approval section where you can approve or reject the request which is made by your employee. Let's take example. This is a employee 8 and they have made a request for claim, medical claim, hospital bill. Okay, the step 1 HR manager and the amount is this. And if I want to approve this request, I just simply hit this approve button. So once I hit this approve button, I fill up my remarks and then simply approve them. And if I want to reject them, I just simply reject it from here. So now let's move to the document sections. In the document section, I already told to you, you can directly add the documents from your 360-degree view. But if you want to add a document individually, like just simply select the employee from here, select the document type, contract, ID, password, visa, permit, certificate, other, and then the title of the document file, the issue date, expiry date, notes, and hit the save button. So that document will be recorded against to this particular employee, what employee you have selected. So let's move to the attendance section. This is the most important thing. And if you want to make a attendance individual person, individual employee, hit this add attendance button, select the employee from here and fill up the information, and then simply hit the save button. So once you hit the save button, regarding to this employee, the attendance will be marked successfully. But if you want to mark the attendance for all the employees in one go, like all the present, just simply mark it from here and then simply hit the save attendance for 8%. So once you hit the save attendance for 8%, you can directly do it from here. So there is a salary structure. This is an employee we have recently registered, and if I want to add a component for their salary, I just simply hit this add component. Pay head, what is the pay head? House rent allowance, I just simply select it here. The fixed amount, I want to give them the 600 per month, and the percentage overrides here. The frequency is one time recurring, and the effective from to effective to. So once I fill up the information, that component will be added to their salary. Let me choose another one where already we have the components. You can see this is the employee 3 and they have the basic salary. Then they will get the house rent allowance, the medical allowance, the transport allowance. And if you want to edit and delete, you can also do it from here. Same like that, you can add the salary structure components for your different employees, different structures. So now let's move to the payroll periods. In the payroll periods, you can see there is a January is already logged, Feb is already logged, and the March, April, May is processed right now, and the June is also processed. And if you want to recalculate, you just simply recalculate from here. And if you want to log this payroll period, you just simply log it from here. And it's updating, that information will be updated in our Google Sheets. Okay, so you can see once the period is logged, you can see the status is logged here. So now let's move to the payroll section. In the payroll sections, you can process the payroll for different months, like select the month from the drop down. I want to process the payroll for the December 2026. Okay, I just simply select the payroll period from the drop down and hit this process payroll, and then simply hit this process button. So once I hit this process button, right now the payroll is processing, and once the processing is complete, you will see the information in the drop in the data table list. You can see right now it's still processing. And the best part of the system is that you don't need to pay any kind of hosting or domain fees, because it is absolutely free to use, because it's completely built using the Google Sheets as a database and Google App Script. So there is a process payroll is completed, and you can see for the month of the December all the pay slips is created. And if I want to take a print, I just simply hit this print button and then the preparing pay slips, and I can take the A4 paper print. And once I take the A4 paper print, you will see it will looks like something like that. Okay, so that is the thing. So now let's go to the voucher sections. In the voucher sections, you can also create the vouchers. And if you want to check out the post and then you take a print voucher, you just simply do it from here. So this is the voucher. You can do it from here. And if you want to post them, you just simply hit this post button, so that voucher will be posted successfully. So you can see the voucher is posted successfully, and the same like that, this is the status. If you want to approve them, you can also do it from here. If you want to delete this voucher, you can do it from here. But once the voucher is approved and posted, you cannot able to delete them. So there is a payroll tool sections where you can see to just simply select a period like December, run pre-commit audit. Just simply hit this, so they will run your pre-commit audit. And then the compute areas, you can see there is an employee one, net pay is 0, the left on 2694 before this period started. You can see this will be a leaved, and then these are the things you can audit, and then the compute areas, there is a mark period paid and etc. So this is a text declaration sections. You can simply add the declaration for your employee, select the employee from the drop down, the fiscal year, and then the exemption head is the insurance premium standard deduction, the category note, declared amount, proof of document, verified amount, and hit the save button. So once you hit the save button, that information will be saved in your data table and also in your Google Sheets. Okay. So once you upload the file, that file will be saved in your Google Drive. So this is a loan and advances sections where you just simply create a loan. You just simply select a employee from the drop down. Is it taking loan from you or taking salary advance from you? You just simply hit the salary advance, the principal amount, and the installment amount, and then the outstanding balance, and hit the save button. So now, regarding to this particular employee, we have recorded one loan added, one salary advance added successfully. So this is the reimbursement sections. If you want to add a claim, just simply select employee from the drop down. You want to claim them the travel reimbursement, medical reimbursement, food, and other. So you just simply fill up the information and hit the save button. So that will be saved successfully. And in the action columns, you can approve or reject. Also, you can edit or delete them, because right now I am logging as a super admin. So this is a leave record sections where you can add a leave record, like select a employee, their annual sick leave, select period from date to date, total days, leave nature is paid, unpaid, leave without pay, affect salary, deduction amount, status, remarks, half day, and hit the save button. So that information will be saved it here. If any other admin request to you, the super admin can approve and decline as well. So there is a leave balances sections. You can see this is an employee right now. And if I want to give them a balance for the annual leave, I want the opening balance is the 70, and the earned balance is this, and the taken is this. You can see the 56 and the taken is 23, and hit the save button. So once I hit the save button, so their leave balances will be added. It means that this employee can only be able to do these leaves. So you can see these are the things. Let me choose another one. This is a employee 3, and hit this balance button. So you can see they have the annual leave right now, the 12 earned, 0 taken, the balance is 12. Okay, so the sick leave is the 7 and the 0 is taken, and the remaining is 7 as well. So this is the thing. And this is the holiday sections. You can see a complete calendar view, and hit this add holiday button, and holiday name, the holiday type, public, optional, company, and the fiscal year, and hit the save button. So that recorded in your calendar. So each of your employee, each of your role can easily able to view it in your holiday sections. So in the shift section, you can add generally shift, the general shift, morning shift, and the night shift, from which time it will start, and on this time the grace minute, the half day horse, and the active. And if you want to add a one more shift, you can do it from here easily. And this is the company and employer settings, where you can define the complete company and employees information, like the demo company name, the legal name, registration number. To fill up the complete company information will be, which will be used to overall the system later. And this is the pay head section. You can see if you want to add a pay head, right now we have the basic salary, the code is basic, and the type is salary, calculation is fixed, and the based on norm. So if you want to add a pay head, you can simply do it from here. And this is the text role sections, where you can see add the text role like the slab. If the employee earn from 0 to 500K, the income from the income to the tax rate is 1%, fixed amount is 0, fiscal year is this, and the tax regime. Same like that, you can add different type of slabs here. So this is the exemption role. You can see if you want to add a exemption, you can do it here. Right now we have the insurance premium exemption. The code is INS, the type is fixed, and the value is this, and the maximum limit is this. The same like that, you can add the prominent fund as well. The overtime rules criteria, you can define it from here, like the role name, this is the per hour multiplier, the rate value, calculation based, gross, fixed, and the effective from, the effective to, and fill up the complete setting information here. This is the leave rules sections, annual leave, and then this is the each and everything. You can define the criteria for your leave rules, you can do it from here. And the best part of every system is the reports. So this is a report section where you can get the salary statement, payroll registered, the PF return, tax and TDS report, full and final report, and leave and summary report. You can check out each and everything directly from here. For different months, also you can filter the months from here. So this is the settings sections where you can see the complete system settings, and that is the user management section where you can add user, edit user, and delete user, and you can also link the employees from here. And that is the activity log sections. You can check out in your system what actually happened. So this is the my profile section where you can password. Also, you can define the color of the system as per your own business needs. So let me choose this color. So same like that, you can choose the color schemes of the complete software as per your own business needs. So I hope you will like this video and you will subscribe to my channel, and each and everything you already know the best applications we provided to you. And this is the about app section where you can see the super admin what can do, and then the admin what can do, HR manager what can do, and employee what can able to do. So the complete formulas and business logic we have added it here. You can check out from here. And if you want to add any kind of customization within this software, you can simply go to our website. And once you go to our website, you will see this is our website, and here is a chat icon. Here's we don't implement it a boot. You can directly hit this chat button and log in with your account. Once you log in with your account, you can directly chat with us. Also, you can contact us on the Telegram. We are also available on the Telegram 24 by 7, and we are ready to solve your queries, to solve your problems instantly. So we thank you very much. Take care.